Yeah, let's get back to Shohei Ohtani, talk about him last night. And I see the comments here. We'll get to you guys. Welcome to Dodgers Dugout Live, the #1 Dodgers podcast and Dodgers show on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, drop a like, drop a comment down below. Well, Sarah Langs tweeted this out, and I always like to find stats or stories or examples of Shohei Ohtani being a one-of-one unicorn because I never want to take this for granted. And she tweeted out, Shohei Ohtani currently has the longest active on-base streak in Major League Baseball at 36 games and the longest active scoreless inning streak in Major League Baseball at 22 2/3 innings of work. That is absolutely mind-blowing beyond belief because he's the only guy on the planet that could do something like that. I mean, you look at the NBA, like Shea could go off one night and drop 70. Luka could drop 70. Wemby, the Joker, can go crazy for one night. I mean, we saw Bam Adebayo drop 85 points, right? There's multiple guys that can do that in the NBA. You go to the NFL, I mean, Josh Allen could have a game. Lamar Jackson could have a game. I mean, there's NFL players that can explode for sure, but there's not one guy that you can say is going to be able to do the things that Shohei Ohtani does in Major League Baseball. I know I glaze Shohei Ohtani so much, I should work at Krispy Kreme donuts, but the reason why I do that is because it's absolutely breathtaking what he's able to do on a baseball diamond. And I thought it was interesting, some of the stuff he did say after the game. And that stuff after the game was that this year, he said, quote, I feel a lot more loose and easy pitching overall. Looking back at today's outing specifically, that wasn't necessarily the case. So that's something I want to work on. But compared to last season, I felt more loose and easy. So he felt more loose and easy. And I think that is what's leading to the uptick in velocity and the effectiveness. Last season, he averaged 98.2 miles per hour on the heater. That was the highest of his career. He averaged a little over 97 in 2022 when he finished fourth in the AL Cy Young voting. But it's also how loose the mechanics are, and you see it. He's got a little more rotation, the shoulders back, and he's kind of using those legs to move towards the plate to get that extra velocity. And now we have Shohei with a better fastball. That is an extreme improvement. And then you got the curveball, which was his main out pitch yesterday. He's going to be throwing more of the slider, and the sinker is the pitch that he was throwing a lot in warmups. And when he's got that slider, that is really important. It goes to righties and lefties. You start to dart in and out of the zone. You can start it in the zone early and steal some strikes, and he's going to use that curveball. He's going to lean on that sinker at some point. But you also saw that when push comes to shove and he needs a big strikeout, that splitter is a pitch he's going to go to. The splitter used to get Bo Naylor was nasty. And the question is, if he's going to be used as your traditional starter, where you let him go 6 or 7 innings, throw 90 plus pitches, can you fit him into his normal turn through the rotation? Well, he's going to go 6 days between starts, and that is going to be the plan. Is he's going to get rest throughout, and Dave Roberts said yesterday it's going to go start by start. It's just not an exact science as much as people want to think it might be, and some people do. Innings aren't created equal. All throws aren't created equal. We talked to him a lot and how he's feeling, and if there's days that we got to kind of give him a couple extra days off, we're willing to do that. So there's going to be guardrails on Shohei Ohtani. In Anaheim, I was told that they just let him roll and decide basically when he's going to pitch and how many innings he's going to go, and he was calling the shots. It's a little more collaborative with him and the Dodgers because they are going for 7 innings. 7 months and not just 6 months. They're going for an extra month of high-stress competitive baseball to win another World Series title. And the fact is, where he's at as a pitcher, well, it's going to help him. Max Muncy said that, just kind of getting to know Shohei, that Shohei views himself as a pitcher that can hit and not a hitter that can pitch, and that he is continually looking to advance on the mound. And you see that. I mean, he pitched well through traffic. He was able to get strikeouts when he needed to. And right now, he's going to go 6 days between starts. You get an extra day of rest. And that will basically give them the traditional 5 days through the turn of the rotation. And because of April, the fact that the Dodgers have the next 3 Thursdays off, and you also have an extra Thursday off on top of that, so you have 4 of your next 5 Thursdays off, that means you're going to be able to give him that additional rest. So to start the season, it's going to be good. He's going to be in a good place physically. And then the question is, can he compete with Paul Skeens and Yoshinobu Yamamoto? And who else? Somebody else creep in there as a potential Cy Young candidate. I think that the Cy Young run for Shohei is going to be won or lost in the first 2 to 3 months of the season. Last night was a really good start to his year. If he builds on that and we see him get to 10 starts and he's got a sub 2.5 ERA, the strikeout numbers are elite, and he's going to be another elite pitcher, well, then I think you owe it to yourself at that point to say, hey, this could be the only year we can make a run of this Cy Young thing, and you go for it. If he does get tired, if he does have fatigue, if he does run into any issues and you don't have that early season narrative building, then I think it's going to increase the likelihood of a guy like Justin Robleski, who right now with Robo, they're pairing with Roki Sasaki in games in almost a piggyback fashion as some insurance if Roki can't finish his start or get at least a 4 to 5 to 6 innings and you get Robleski in there. But as long as they continue to trust Roki and he gets more starts, then maybe you see Justin Robleski get a spot start. Gavin Stone started throwing. He'll be back in around 6 weeks. Blake Snell is going to be back. River Ryan is going to get his opportunity. So if everyone stays healthy in the rotation, everything is designed for Shohei to be on a team that has depth behind him where they don't need him to make 30 starts for the Dodgers to win the division. That's just not the plan here. And Shohei said himself after the game, quote, I believe the team should be prioritizing Glasnow, Snell, and Yoshinobu, and that I think it's easy to kind of fit me into that schedule whenever the team feels a good thing is coming. What's most important is that we're all healthy in October. So whatever the team wants, ultimately, that's when I'm going to start and pitch. Now, I love watching Shohei Ohtani pitch. It's incredible. He does show that emotion. I mean, you saw the frustration yesterday when he missed a pitch, and when that happened, they when he missed a pitch, you saw the frustration. He does not want to hit a batter, and certainly that happened yesterday. But for the most part, I give his start a solid A-, all things considered. He only had 2 spring training starts and the way things looked. But I think the bat is where we want to see Shohei Ohtani have a massive impact again. I mean, last night, I think it was his best night offensively when you consider the on base, drawing 2 walks, going 1 for 3, did have a single, but we're still waiting for that first Shohei Ohtani home run. And it took him 41 at-bats, 41 plate appearances in his first season with the Dodgers to hit his first home run against the Giants. But tonight has to be the night for Shohei. I predicted for his start yesterday that he would go 6 innings, give up 1 run, and have 10 strikeouts. Got pretty close, but didn't get the strikeout numbers, and I basically didn't have him at a 0, which I should have as far as the pitching stuff. So all things are full go for Shohei. It just offensively, you want to see him get him some pitches to hit too. And I think the bottom of the lineup has done a really good job. But between him and Kyle Tucker and Freddie Freeman and Teo and Will Smith, the top of the lineup, they're going to get in the groove for sure.